Hey guys, so this is my tip on how to keep good form during exercising. Of course, the only time that I can make this video for you, they're power washing something outside, so I hope you can hear me and not them. I'm sorry if it's hard to hear me. So I'm going to walk through the different types of form that's important to keep in mind while you're working out. The first part is your feet and your knees and your legs, so the lower half of your body. Now, this comes in handy when you're doing lunges and squats. When you're doing squats, we'll start with that. It's really important to make sure your knees are behind your feet. So if you look down and you can't see your feet, then your knees are too far forward. And what you do to fix that is push your butt back. So it should look like this. My knees are not covering my feet. If I'm like this, that's wrong. That's right. Okay, so just do a little adjustment. Look down and see if you can see your feet. If you can't, move your butt back. All right, so with lunges, lunges can be very hard on your knees, and so can squats if your knees are too far forward. So that's another reason that you want to bring your butt back. So when you're doing lunges, it's important to have your back leg far enough back, because if you don't, then your knee is too far forward and you're putting too much pressure on it. Okay, so I'll show you good form and bad form. Here is bad form. See how far forward my knee is? You want to take this leg, bring it back. So you see, when I moved my back leg back more, my front knee wasn't as far forward, so it didn't have as much pressure on it, which is a good thing. Okay, so now when you're doing squats and lunges, this is more of form for good results instead of, it's not so much trying to prevent injury as it is trying to get good results. And when you're doing squats and lunges, in order to get good results, you want to squeeze your butt, because you can't work your butt if you're not squeezing it. A lot of people do squats and lunges but aren't even squeezing the muscle. So when you do go into that squat, at the bottom, squeeze your butt as you're coming up, okay? And then push your hips forward to work your butt and your lower abs. So it'd be like this. Squeeze. Okay, so squeeze your abs and your butt every time. Every time I do a squat, my hip pops, so feels good, but I know I'm doing it right. And same thing for lunges. You want to squeeze the glute that is in the back. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, so I'm squeezing this one right here. Okay, you see I had to correct my form because my knee was too far forward. But the glute in the back, squeeze it, okay? It's not just a leg workout, it's a butt workout. All right, so now I'm going to do the back, shoulders, and wrists, okay? Let me adjust this. When you're doing a plank, it's really important that your shoulders and wrists are in line with each other, okay? If they're too far forward or backwards, it feels easier, but that's not the proper form, so you're not going to get as good results, even though it feels better. So here's what I'm talking about. My shoulders are in line with my wrists. However, if I was cheating, it would be like this. You want it to be up. So whenever you're doing a plank, look down and make sure that shoulders are straight down over your wrists. Now for your back. You don't want your back to be up in the air, because this alleviates the pressure in the plank and takes away from the results. But you don't want it to be arched inward either because that harms your back. So you want it to be flat. I know it's kind of hard because you can't really see a bird's eye view of you doing a plank, but if you can ask somebody, hey, is my back straight? Or you can, practice in a mirror so that you get a feel for it. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you. Okay. You don't want it to be down. You can even feel the tension. It hurts. You don't want it to be up because then you're cheating. You want it to be flat. Not this, not this. Now when you're doing a plank, squeeze your butt and squeeze your core. Always try to use your abs and your butt as much as possible, especially abs because it's in the middle of your body. You can squeeze your abs no matter what you're doing. Even if you're just sitting, eating food, you can squeeze your abs, So always be thinking of it, and it helps you with balance too. All right, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry if it was hard to hear. I will have a written version of this, but it's good to see the video too. I hope this helps, and think of this when you're doing your exercising because you want to have good form to get good results and to not injure yourself because that happens a lot. All right, have a good day.